Jones, and every time I get optimistic, Wiggy pours a giant bucket of cold water on it. I mean, you were in this game earlier in the season with this Dolphins team, but
Tua.
But that was
they didn't have Tua.
No Tua and at home. Yeah. You brought up a great point with Gerard that this is historically a really tough place for Patriots players to play.
Right. Yeah.
So,
I mean, do you have any confidence in the defense at all? Which is
not really. Like, I don't have any confidence in in this team. But then again, I don't have any confidence in Miami. And I know Miami's, they've won their last two games, I believe. But when you look at just the way that this kind of Miami team is, they're really not the same team. They don't scare you. So could the Patriots win this game? Yeah, this is very similar to last week. Patriots could win this game. This game could be close and the Patriots could lose, but the Patriots could also get blown out. I don't really have the confidence. The only thing I have confidence in is that Drake Maye will play good and he'll make strides.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the only thing I have confidence in is that Drake Maye will turn the ball over at the end of the game.
No, he'll probably
hope not.
Well, Greg, it's interesting you say that because Orlovsky has an interesting stat on Drake Maye.
Yes.
Of all the quarterbacks qualified, he is the only one who has an off-target percentage less than 10% in the entire NFL. He has 2 misses on 64 throws in his last 2 games.
Could you argue when he hits these receivers' hands, it's off-target because they can't catch?
Fair point.
Could be true.
I mean, honestly, if half of the drops are caught, he is discussed far differently nationally. And they are so egregious. These aren't like, there's Wiggy, the old saying, if it hits your fingers, you should catch it. Like, that's not always true. The drops these guys have had have been just pathetic attempts. How many times do you say, he dropped it? Like, wide open, hits the hands, and the guy just has no answer.
I think he's dragged more for the turnovers when it comes to picks and fumbles and
you're right.
The averaging 2 a game, and I think that's Jones has a real issue with that.
Right, but look at some of the look at the sack fumble. I don't necessarily put that on him because he's getting smoked from the blind side. Yeah, I know everybody's going to say, well, you got to protect the football. I get it. But it's not like it's a legit fumble where he's running around, he's loose with the football, he's scampering for 7-8 yards, somebody hits him and boom, knocks the ball out. It's more of one of those things where, okay, those generally blindside hits, like, all right, if the quarterback, you got to do a better job, but I don't necessarily put that on him. The interception, depending on how the interception goes, like the one in the game, all right, maybe you and Pop Douglas weren't on the same page, but it's still a little bit high of a thrown ball. Maybe bring it down a little bit. I put that more on him than I do Pop because you got to be able to put that in a position where, it doesn't get intercepted.
But he's going to learn from those.
Yeah, and I'm cool with the interception.
Yeah.
And if you redrafted it today, he'd be the first pick in the draft with every pick, with every play.
Yeah, and I'm cool with the
what are we really
interceptions. Yeah, are you not cool? I mean, I know we're not supposed to be cool with them, but do you look at him and go, all right, he's a rookie quarterback. He's going to have some picks, but he doesn't have the Zach Wilson 4-5 pick game where you're like, ooh.
Well, compare it with Mac Jones because that was the issue that you and Scheim and others had with Mac Jones.
Yes.
Was that he was throwing the ball to the other team at inopportune times.
Right. But he was doing it where it's like the interception that Mac Jones threw against I think it was the Colts last year. It's like you literally threw it to the linebacker. It's like you got
the one in the Dallas game where he throws across the field the first time. You're like, hey, don't do that. And then the very next drive he does it again, and it's picked and taken for 6.
And he did it in the Miami game. I think it was not the Miami. Jalen Ramsey. Where's he playing now?
Miami. He's in Miami now.
Was he in Miami last year?
Yes.
Yeah, remember he rolls out. He might have rolled out and then tried to
airmailed it over Hunter
and then
Henry?
try to throw it across it, and then it was picked off by Jim. Those are the interceptions. You're like, these are just bad. Don't make those decisions. Where I don't think we'd necessarily seen that this year with Drake Maye.